What's up? It's Mike G, and this is why we should destigmatize trap rap. I would say that I enjoy listening to trap rap probably because it's reminiscent of like where I'm from and what I've been through. And then just hearing some of those stories, it just lets me know that somebody can relate to some of the things that I might have went through or seen go on. Like I might not have experienced everything firsthand, but I probably heard a story or can somewhat relate to the music a little bit more than other genres. For somebody to be as young as he is and have gone through the things that he's went through, like going to prison, as he talks about on the music, selling drugs and everything, for him to be able to come, into his own at a huge pivotal part of the year during the pandemic, as well as like I said, being young and to be able to just really let people know his age and people that he knows that he influenced, let them know that it's a bigger picture to everything that's going on. So I feel like in the past, a lot of trap rap would be just talking about stories or situations. And this was an opportunity that he had, and he made it even bigger by saying, all this is what's going on, but like think about everything bigger, which I think a lot of people will take away, just like every aspect of life, not just whatever they're going through in their current situation. It's evolved. It's more than just like what anybody probably ever thought it would be at this point. Yeah, it's tough because it is a situation where it can influence people negatively. But in that same breath, like it's therapeutic to hear stories and for those individuals to get things off their chest. But on the other side of it, there's other people that walk through life every day who aren't as creative, who might still like music, who can't articulate their thoughts, who think that they might be alone in this space and in the world. But they can realize that there's other people going through similar things they're going through. They can overcome it. And then it's just, having people that you can relate to that looks like we look. It's just huge because you don't even want to hear. I think like Dirk said in the song, like it's people who don't even know what Richard is, but he could talk about that stuff all the time, but at the same time, those people still want something that they can relate to in the moments of struggle, in the moments that they currently in. I think so. Just speaking to like younger people talking about bigger issues, like that continuously changes the dynamic of trap rap and what that means, because you have people who might be, 18, 19, 20, 21, talking about things that you don't hear anybody talk about until Kanye is 27 and drops College Dropout. It's just people getting into the game at a much younger age because of the internet, and they're talking about what's going on, or they glorifying certain things that people might not look at as things that they should. But as I mentioned before, it's therapeutic in a sense. It's destructive to continuously live out those things that you talk about, but in those moments, being able to get that off your chest is huge. A lot of Black people who have a lot of opinions also never go talk to nobody about how they feel. So it can spiral into so many things, and which I just love seeing, young people be able to make money and do positive things. It can be destructive for people who can't separate the music from real life and look at it like this is something that people are reflecting on. Or it might be current in their life, but they're still trying to find a better way out. This is just what they have to talk about right now. So it can be destructive, but at the same time, I think that it can be, like you say, therapeutic, because we need to hear those things too to validate that we aren't crazy in certain moments. Like it's a lot of times that you could probably go through life and feel like you're the only one that went through something. But when you can hear a song and you can vibe to it, like 3 million other people in the world. It's just a vibe to be like, man, we all is going through some shit. It's tough because those people evolve and they always end up reflecting on how they would have did things different even at the earlier times in their lives. But at the same token, I think things like the Trap Museum in Atlanta is huge because it really just puts a statement to be like, no, this is history, this is what's going on, and this is who this person is, this is what they were able to accomplish, and we are like celebrating that now, which is huge because I mean, outside of the main people in music in regards to trap rap and other things, it's like, we haven't really lost anybody besides Tupac, Biggie, you know, Michael Jackson, stuff like that, Prince, but we haven't really lost like a T.I. or a Young Jeezy, and I hope we never do, but at the same token, it's like, those are the things that in history you look at and people start to big up and validate people at those moments by something like the Trap Museum is glorifying everything right now so we can appreciate those things. So I think more installments like that, because outside of that, it's like you only want to go to concerts and stuff when those people are live, or you might hear a song, but nobody really wants to see holograms and things like that. But if we could go to a museum and see things that we can relate to or remember verses or even know some of the history, numbers and things they were able to accomplish. Because I feel like a lot of times we just look at people like they're huge, but the video that Drake recently put out to show what he did over the last decade was like, no, that's why you were the artist of the decade, because it's like, thanks for that reminder. So yeah, I think just things that we can store and hold on to, like physically and mentally. Multiple ways, multiple legal ways to escape it, but I think whatever it is, it's just having a goal and being focused towards it, because it could be trade school, it could be college, it could be going to art school, it could be a lot of different things. But the trap, I think it's the trap, like in that word, because it's mentally, like it's not just in those moments. You find a lot of people who might go to jail and be like, I'll get out and do whatever, because if I gotta go back, don't know, the most they can give me is a year. Like that's just a trapped way of thinking, to be like, you know what I'm saying, I could still go just do a year in jail and I'll be cool and I can come back out. And it's just the mindset. So unlocking the mindset is just having a goal, sticking to it, and then constantly being uncomfortable and being in positions and places and spaces that are gonna make you stretch and grow as a person. Because without that, you don't know what's out there. You can, just keep yourself from catching a lot of opportunities or lessons just because you don't want to be outside of your environment. So when people are at the trap or sitting in the trap or however they make their money doing what they're doing, it gets comfortable. So you see a lot of these people could have $100,000, but they still want to chill around the people who got nothing, which is like a crazy way of thinking, because it's like you're trying to impress people that need your help. But at the same time, they glorifying and praising you, and that feels good just as a human to be, for people to big you up and think what you're doing is cool. But the mindset should be like, how can I distribute these funds? How can I help people in this community so this don't have to continuously go on? But being that bigger person amongst, people who are small feels good for some people. So I think it's just the mindset and, trying to experience new things and doing things to continuously challenge yourself.